Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Nostalgia Unboxings. Today we are once again doing another Transformers Kingdom video with what should be Cheetor, which is one of my personal favorites from way back in the day when I was playing the PS1 game that I mentioned before. Because, you know, it's something kind of odd, but like, I've noticed that a lot of kids have this weird, almost primal obsession with being fast. So, of course, I feel like that would translate into a lot of kids appreciating the Cheetah Transformer, who runs especially fast. Something kind of strange about mankind. Also, this is one of those, oddly enough, it's almost like they give me like a different type of box every single shipment. But this seems to be one of those form-fitting ones. That's a lot harder to freaking open. So like refuses to use adhesive or something. I don't even know. And these things never wanna. There we go. But nice from the side there. Let's see if we can pull it out. There we go. Nothing else in there. Also, like, it's a very, actually, now looking at it, that actually isn't that much bigger of a box. Interesting. I thought the box was a little too big there. Let's yeet that over there. And here we have Cheetor himself, sitting in the little window, and is it just me, or does the window look a little bigger than I remember? Huh. Maybe I think it might be the art or something that makes it just slightly bigger than the other ones. I feel like the other ones are maybe like this kind of interesting. And we have that nice box art here of the cheetah itself. And then Cheetor looking absolutely amazing in this art, actually. Wow. Very cool. Kingdom eating up all the usual mumbo jumbo. We have 20-step conversion here from robot to cheetah and vice versa. And yeah, that's basically it. Ooh, and the Maximal logo. I think we've done like, what, 3 Decepticons in a row now? 2 Decepticons in a row? So, here is a nice change of pace. We are back to the Maximal side for once. And let's once again have great difficulty in opening the box because it's very kind of difficult to figure out the tape that they use. And oh wait, no? Yes, never mind, there is tape there. And it does not want to cut. There we go. Boom. Alright. Let's pull out the little tab. These tabs seem really... they're so, like, tight in there. They never want to come out. And then you end up ripping the box and stuff. Very annoying. There we go. Finally. We did it! At long last. Ooh, everything came out there. We have nothing else left inside. Yeet. We have the paper of words that we have seen every single time. We have, let's put them in nice and into the camera there. And what do we got? We have the same basic instructions for Cheetor. Go over there. Got his little tiny little tail axe. The whole conversion. I wonder if I can figure it out without using the instructions this time like I did for, what was his name? Vertebrake. Here we go. I don't know if you can already kind of see one of the main issues that I have with this bot already from the instructions, but I don't know if it's just me, but the cheetah mode looks so boxy and angular to me. Whereas you think of a cheetah as being this very sleek running animal, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So here we go, we have a new little Destiny card. Which, usually, I feel like they've like taped it shut on a lot of them for some reason. This one just slid right out. We have Dinobot. Ooh. That is a figure also that I'm looking forward to getting. Predacon. Oh. I can already tell you, I know what his destiny is because it's actually the same as Black Arachnia for the most part. We have, ooh, here we go, we have his little tail weapon right in the back there. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of these things, I think. Yeah. I like the cheetah arms. I like how almost every figure has some sort of very weird backpack that just sticks out the back of the packaging and makes it impossible to take out. Here he is out of the box. It was actually kind of not too difficult to pull him out because the little backpack that was stuck through was on like tons of swivels and ball joints. So this was actually not as bad as some of the other ones that had like a super stiff part that was threaded through the little box hole, which is very nice. So here we have his little weapon. We can put it in. I've already noticed from the start that I really like a lot of parts about this figure, which I cannot wait to get into. And oh, he doesn't even have an actual handle. It is literally just the tip of the tail that goes in. For his strange axe that from the form actually kind of reminds me of Liwa's axe from Bionicle, which is a tie-in I did not expect to do today. So here we go. Take a look at him. Look at that. So we can see the beautiful cheetah face already from the robot mode. Nice and plumb in the middle of the chest there. We have, let's see, maybe it'll focus this time. Actually, hold on. Let's move this so it doesn't bump the camera and we can bring it in much closer. Take a look at that head sculpt. It looks super, super nice in my humble opinion. It definitely looks close to what it looked like in the original, I think, from what I remember. It has been a long time, please forgive me. But you can see he's got his little forehead gem, like a lot of the bots from this gen do from Beast Wars. It's kind of smooth, actually, nothing special in the back. But the face looks pretty nice. The blue skin and stuff with the red eyes. We have, wait. Oh, that's not even a gem. That's actually the Maxima logo. It is just extremely, extremely tiny. Even tinier, I think, than Vertebrake's logo on his chest, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, you could... It really doesn't want to focus. This is like right up to the lens of the camera. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, let's see if I could... Ooh. Oh! It worked! I forgot that my camera has a zoom function. There we go. Ooh, very sensitive now, but there you go. You can see the nice little Maxima logo there. Beautiful. So tiny and complete and neat. Neat and complete. There we go. So yeah, he's got his really nice axe. He has... What does he have for rotation? Oh! What is this? No! Oh wait, does he have wrist Oh, he does have wrist rotation. Okay. Whew. I was worried there for a second that he didn't have normal elbows. But actually... There's one other issue then, aside from elbows. This axe bends quite far. It's not a bendy. Yeah, this is not a bendy piece, which means when you're gonna pick his arm up like that, it looks a little wonky. A lot wonky actually. It doesn't really like from this position you can. Even from this position, it's kind of. Ooh, it's a little weird, isn't it? From, like, it's just so curved. I wish they maybe put a hinge in the middle of it, so that in robot mode we could slightly adjust it to make it straighter up. Because right now, it's very useless looking and feeling. Like, even for a kid trying to play with this thing, like, how are you gonna make him... Look at the swing to make it look like this thing works. Like, look where the blade is. That's not an efficient weapon, guys! You have so much length with an axe, and instead he can barely cut in front of his chest. Very awkward, actually. Ooh. I'm not a big fan of that, actually. I'm not a big fan at all of that. Also, I noticed it's kind of weird, but, this is actually probably his chest in cheetah mode, which is why it's so much lighter colored than the rest of his body. Interesting. Yeah, so, of course, the backpack, which I guess we could have gone into earlier, he does have cheetah legs hanging off his back. But they're also superposable, so you could do, like, really funny things with them, I guess. I don't know, make them have, like, wings or something. So I'll leave that up to your imagination, if you ever decide to get it. One nice thing he does have is the ankle swivel. So you could have the nice wide stance and not have him, be on the sides of his feet. Always a really nice touch for posability. I really like his legs, actually. They look super, super bulky. He does have a really tight knee joint. Wow. I hope that translates into the video. Like, just, yeah, that is real stiff there. This one's a little bit better, which is weird. Also, another thing I've noticed, and this was in a lot of the other figures, but I didn't really know how to, maybe properly describe it. But now I think I figured it out. It's the mushroom joints are like really like I don't know. I think it's that they're not accurately and like uniformly like milled down and flattened. Because so I think it's a little bit better now. Yeah, but when I was pulling it out of the packaging, I just wanted to give it a test just to see. And it liked moving this way at first, but it took me a whole bunch of strength to get it to try to move this way. Now, it's a little more uniform, but still, I can feel that it is easier to move this way, rotate it this way, than it is to rotate it that way. And I think that might be due to just weird issues with somehow in the mushroom, the mushroom connection or something, or in the actual, like, line between the two pieces here where they connect, that maybe it's not completely, smooth. Maybe there's like little bumps and notches and grooves and whatnot, and that causes an inconsistency in how it swivels, which is kind of annoying. Oh, see here, look, this one has the opposite problem. It's harder to move in. Oh, you even heard the snap when I did it. See? I don't know if maybe there's sprue or something too in there, and it needs to just be ground down a little bit. But yeah, very, very odd. Not a huge fan of that. So, I mean, I guess at least we saw here he does have wrist rotation too, which is always an awesome, awesome thing. And his head is on a ball joint. Kinda. And again, just like with the other ball joint character, it was vertebrae again. You get the nice ball joint on a head that is blocked off by stuff from the robot, so you don't get the full effect. Every time! Never fails. Never fails. Never stop being you, Hasbro. And yeah, other than that, you get the, who doesn't like a cheetah print, right? But yeah, he looks pretty good. Like nice paint apps. I love his color combo so much. I think blue and yellow, all shades, work so well together. So it just looks very aesthetically pleasing, at least to my eye. And I think that is about it for robot mode. Oh, before we move on to beast mode, I always want to say vehicle mode for some reason. I'm still used to that, despite my love for Beast Wars. So here we go. Let's take a look at Dinobot's Destiny. So here, if you can maybe get a nice angle without the foil, you can see a nice caricature of Dinobot himself in Predacon mode there. And then we peel back the sticker of truth. And we have Dinobot. Wait. Ah, there we go, right up there. I was gonna say, the picture's a little weird, but I'll get into that. But first, you can see the half Predacon, half Maximal logo there, because he also does turn tail and switch sides, so to speak, and joins the Maximals eventually. But I was expecting that picture to kind of reflect that. But as you can see here, it looks like he's on the same side as Scorponok and Black Arachnia, with only Air Razor, the only Maximal, kind of coming into view there. Which, I feel like they could have chosen some sort of different picture that kind of showed him transferring sides versus mainly looking like he's fighting with other Predacons, which is kind of strange. Because, I think everyone so far that we've kind of seen has shown the actual Destiny. Unless maybe this is just an out-of-context picture taken of him actually defecting or something and being pursued, maybe? Interesting. I guess we'll have to find out. So yeah, once again, after further inspection of the instructions and the back of the box, I have realized I've made, once again, another faux pas regarding a Transformers weapon. It's supposed to be a club. Boom. Bonk. 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 But like, this is clearly a blade. Like, how, this is like definitely an axe to anyone who does not know that its actual position is like this. Nothing about this says hammer to me. It's just, but like, at least the shape now, it definitely makes sense, and it definitely alleviates the concern that I put forth before about it looking real wonky. See, now it actually works as a weapon as intended, just not as the weapon that I thought it was. So, yeah, back to beast mode. Alright, and we are back in beast mode. So, I actually only had to look at the instructions one time, and it was just to ensure that I wasn't forcing a part too much, and that would be actually, I think I could show it here. It's the head. So as you can see, that is Cheetor's little robot mode head there, and it kind of folds up back. And when I was initially putting the cheetah head over it, it didn't want to like snap on all the way, and I was just afraid that maybe I had this in the wrong position. I didn't want to like force it and break something, but nah, you just kind of give it a little push and it nicely actually kind of like, it's a very satisfying snap. Snaps right into place. Other than that, it's actually a pretty simple transformation. It was relatively easy to do once I figured out like the first step, because if initially I was kind of looking at Cheetor and I was just like, huh, where do I start? But he has these little like flaps on his ribcage, and you just kind of pop those open, and then it kind of becomes obvious where everything goes. You kind of pull his cheetah head out and stuff. And there we go, and that is how we arrived here. The nice weapon slots right in. So I like it because it's not only weapon storage, but it's actually like functional to the beast mode. You know what I mean? The weapon actually becomes a part of the beast rather than like, you know, hiding in the undercarriage or being like Rat Trap's gun where you just mount it onto his leg, which, you know, I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. It's less weird, loose stuff, and it makes the beast mode look really nice and clean. And actually, in person, actually looking at it, I'm very pleasantly surprised with it, because in the pictures, maybe it was the lighting or something in a lot of the pics, but he looked very square. He looked just like a big old rectangle with, you know, cheetah spots on it. And I can still kind of see it a little bit, but maybe it's also just my lighting or the camera, I don't know. But it doesn't seem as bad, or maybe just holding it, because it is like, even though it looks square, a lot of these parts are still rounded over, so it doesn't feel super angular in the hand. Also, maybe these hinges are a big part of it. If you didn't have these like huge bulky hinges, I think it would have had a nicer slope. But, you know, instead it does kind of like add that kind of line to it where it looks like a square. Maybe it's multiple factors. I don't know. I am just a guy. But yeah, like, look at that. It's really, like, I mean, like, look at his legs, for example. Like, there was no transformation really here. Like, what? You flip these up, and then you push these out like that, and then you have his feet. He does have weird spurs, I mean, in beast mode, I guess, which maybe they could have added a tiny hinge and had them like fold down like this or something, but I don't think it's too bad. Especially, again, I've mentioned this in a lot of videos, but it's also Hasbro's philosophy that as long as it looks good from, well, that was a bad example. I don't know why I put it down all the way. You can really see it because of my camera angle, but as long as it looks good from the front, it's okay. And as you can see, no spur detected when it's like this, and, you know, the, I guess, intended angle. So that's kind of why I'm sure that they give these things a pass when they're in the back. He has really good articulation. Well, I guess, yeah, he can do this, guys. You can have a nice Cheetor pelt. Oh my god, you can have a Cheetor pelt rug for Megatron. That's amazing. Oh man, that actually greatly amuses me. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Alright, never mind. I'm moving my rating up from 10 out of 10 to 11 out of 10, just because he has the articulation to be a cheetah skin rug. A Cheetor skin rug. Freaking amazing. But yeah, as I was trying to say, he has some really, like, interesting articulation on his legs here. Because it's like, it's this weird hingy thing, but it has the ball joint on top, which is really, really interesting, and I think it actually does add a lot to the figure. I'm sure there's some very cool ways that you can utilize that in posing him that I just haven't really figured out at the moment. But yeah, like, you could have like the really wide, like, muscular stance. I guess it kind of sucks that the blue bits show a lot when you do this, but I mean, hey, it's not that bad. Or you could do it like this, where he looks a little more, I guess, reserved or shy. But yeah, just something interesting to know about. And he does have one of the things, I don't know why, this satisfies me greatly whenever it's in a Transformer. He's got a movable jaw, and a little movable cheetah jaw. And again, this is actually slightly part of the transformation. When you put the cheetah head in his chest, as you may have noticed from the beginning of the video, his little lower jaw looked a little different when it was on his body. And that's because it's actually a little plastic piece that is now buried underneath his chest here. And the actual cheetah jaw is placed like that to go over it. So then when you transform it, it goes like this, which adds the upside, of course, by design. He can open up his mouth really, really freaking wide and surprise, which is really cool. Also, just the cheetah head sculpt itself is beautiful. It looks super, super cute. although it's missing pupils. I don't know if that was in the show or not, but it looks just slightly possessed there, but not too bad there. Nice orange eyes, but it has such a cute face with like that big snoot and stuff. You just I don't know. You just kind of want to pet it. Can you pet cheetahs? I think people have pet cheetahs before. Cheetahs look cute, man. Just rub his little ears and stuff like the kitty he is. Very cute. And yeah, I mean, other than that, it's pretty simple. Granted, like, compared to a lot of the other Beast Wars bots, he definitely has more posability in Beast Mode, since, you know, all of these have hinges. These are hinged. I think these are even on ball joints. Yeah, his little feet are actually on ball joints, too. Same thing with the rear legs. Yeah, these are on ball joints as well, his little feet. You got this forward rotation. You don't have a lot of back rotation, because that's kind of just where the bend is, unfortunately. Because, you know, any further and you'd be bumping into the feet joint here. So yeah, I mean, he has a little bit, yeah. I guess a little less than the front legs, but he does have some mobility here. You can kind of move his leg out like this, although it starts to reveal... Actually, not even that bad. Not as bad as I actually thought it would be. Doesn't reveal much here. You can see the actual axe head. Not the axe head, because it's a club. My bad. The air resistance fin. I don't know, to stabilize it as you swing it. So you can move his legs out a little bit for posing it like this. Or again, you know, you could just go full rug. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think that's kind of just about it for the figure, which I say it very loosely, as this figure so far has exceeded all of my expectations. So this figure has quite a lot going for it, in my humble opinion. And of course, 4 legs, it stands perfectly fine on its own. Quite high off the ground, actually. Now that I have discovered that my hand works as a standing tool, you can see it's very, very high off the ground, actually. So yeah, that is Transformers Kingdom / Beast Wars Cheetor in both robot mode and beast mode. And it is an amazing figure, and I'm super, super satisfied with it, guys. So that just about wraps things up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me, you know, whatever you think about this figure. Do you like yours, or do you plan to get one? And maybe what other kind of stuff you want to see me do, be it Transformers or otherwise, as I'm always happy to oblige. So yeah, thanks guys. I try to upload a new video every Wednesday if you're a new viewer, so that is when you should tune in. Or just hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you're notified of it. Haha, wink. And yeah guys, see you next time. Bye-bye.